Hello, Polly's the best for UK here, and today is something of a special game. So yeah, let's have a look at this one. To end Dreamcast Gamer Day, this is something of quite a masterpiece. Now, I spent many of my life and my hours on this game. So yeah, we're looking at, of course, no other than Shen-Mue or Shen-Mue by CRI. So this is 1999 to 2000. I believe this game cost a hell of a lot of money to make, and yet we can't do a Dreamcast Gamer Day without this. So yeah, loading sequences of my video have been cut down because the loading time is quite long on this game, but it's hardly surprising. The amount of attention to detail in this game is quite staggering for the time. So after a rather large cutscene at the beginning, we are into our game. Now the cutscene uses actual game's graphics, it does not use a video, and I think all of the cutscenes use actual game graphics. Now this is truly next generation stuff. This is, the graphics are incredible for the age. I mean, we're talking about an age where the PlayStation and Sega Saturn and the Nintendo 64 was its main competitors, and yeah, as you can see yourself, the graphics are pretty much nothing short of stunning.
You should still be resting.
I'm fine, really. And you? Are you alright?
Yes, but I must keep busy, otherwise I'll get depressed.
I understand. But you needn't work too hard.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I have this for you. This is for today. From tomorrow, I'll leave it on top of the shoe cabinet every day.
Do you know where Fukusan is?
Fukara-san, I believe he's in the dojo.
Really? Thanks.
So the game has it all. It has graphics, it has music, it has atmosphere, it has emotion. The game is very slow paced. It's not a typical fast paced game, so it might not appeal to every audience, but to get the amount of emotion and the level of human interaction and just pure emotion and gameplay is quite staggering in this game. There is a lot of talking on it. There's a lot of problem solving, and almost everything in the environments is interactive. You can buy cans of pop from the vending machines, for example. You can play Outrun down the arcades or Super Hang-On. It's just mind-blowing.
Why did those men come after my father?
And I mean, you can actually play Hang-On down the arcades. The game launches a Sega Hang-On, a Super Hang-On emulator. As soon as you do that, it's just absolutely staggering. I can't show everything in this video because it would be too hard to make the video, but yeah, the game is pure one of its own. It's class. Just looking around the environments with the one button in a first person view, it just makes you feel that this is truly next generation stuff.
Ryo-san, is everything okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I want to ask you about that man.
Oh, that man.
The man called Landi. What did he talk with my father about?
Landi demanded the mirror, and then they threw me out of the dojo.
So along the way, you get little entries in your journal, in your little notepad to help you on the right. It sort of like writes it down as it goes along. It sort of like helps you progress through the game. It's very innovative for the time. the main thing is when you come to the actual town and stuff and the villages and stuff. Just listen to that awe-inspiring music. And the dogs barking in the background. It really does have a massive sense of atmosphere, this game. It's one of the most atmospheric games I've ever played. The first time I played this, I was absolutely gobsmacked. I was like sort of like drawn into the world. It was just stunning. I just felt like I was there. It's just a brilliant masterpiece.
Noriko,
What's up?
about that day.
That day? The day of the incident. I heard about it from Nozomi. It must be hard for you.
No, I'm fine. Did you see any men wearing black suits that day?
No, I didn't. What about them?
It's nothing, really.
So you do talk to a lot of characters along the way to help you put the jigsaw pieces in your puzzle to try and solve what happened to your late father and why it happened. And yet the game is just mechanically brilliant. It's just, there is some criticism I've got for it. The control method is slightly lacking. The camera angle does get a bit dodgy at times, and also the voice acting translation from Japanese isn't brilliant. Sometimes it doesn't feel like realistic narration, but other than that, the game is absolutely stunning. See the little cat on the floor? Various wildlife move around environments like that.
Hey, Joe!
Hi, Megumi. You got a kitten in there?
You promised not to tell my mommy?
Sure.
Okay, then I'll show you.
Is this your kitten?
But this kitty, see? She's all alone.
All alone?
Yep. See, the other day, when it rained, a car ran over her mommy. My big sister saw it. She said it was a big black car.
A black car?
Yeah, and she said it was really scary. And then me and Sis, we buried the mommy cat. And so now I can be the kitty's mommy. But Mommy says we can't keep the kitten at home.
So you going to keep her here?
Yeah, everybody's helping out too. Like Kota, Yasuo, and Kaio.
I see.
Kitty don't look so good. Think she's hungry?
Wait a second.
Okay.
So you can see there's like just different parts of the storyline that really like tug your emotion heartstrings, like helping out a child with a kitty and
Here.
like cats, and there's just everything on it. You can pet cats, you can walk around the environments, you can talk to people, you
Well,
can see how they are, you can ask them questions,
there's
you
also
can
dried
just talk
fish.
to them in
Give
general,
that a try.
and you can just go
If you crush it,
into your
she might
leisure
eat
to
it.
the arcade, to the
Well,
vending
I've got to
machines,
go
buy
now.
yourself a can of soda. It's just absolutely
We gotta
awe-inspiring.
think of a name for
The
the
game
kitty.
is something that I wouldn't have
well,
thought would have been
When I think of a
around
good
at the
one, I'll
time
let
of
you
its
know.
release, 1999. It's probably considered one of the most important games in the history of video games.
Bye-bye.
Now, it won't, like I said earlier, it won't be for everyone. It's not a fast action paced game. You have to walk around, talk to people. You don't just go in guns blazing. It sort of reminds me of the Monkey Island series on the Amiga and the PC MS-DOS, where you do a lot of talking to people. It sort of reminds me of that in a way, but in a more 3D world. I will leave this now loading bit in this time. I've edited the ones prior, but this one I'll leave in so you can see how long it takes from scene to load. It's not a lengthy process, but it does have a lot of these loading scenes. There we go, that's it, finished. But yeah, remarkable graphics, remarkable storyline, remarkable environments. The atmosphere is what does it for me. The atmosphere of the game is second to none. I will always love games with a sense of atmosphere and like sort of like having a feeling you're there, sort of thing. That's all. That always does it for me with games, and this is one of the biggest ones for that. Now, I've never played the sequel, Shen-Mue 2, or I haven't played it for very long at least, and I presume that's just as good, but this original one is incredible.
Sumiya-san,
Hi, Ryo.
on the day of the incident, did you see some men in black suits?
In black suits? No, I didn't. But I did see a cat, though.
You mean a black cat?
Yes, it was run over by a car. A kitten was crying nearby. I also saw little Megumi crying with it.
I see. Was there anything else unusual about that day?
Now that you mention it, Yamagishi-san took a terrible spill at the corner by the park. He was trying to dodge a speeding car. Looked as if he hurt his back. I think it was the same car that hit the cat. It must have been going really fast.
I see.
So in the game you will find that you'll be returning home every night. Just like in real life, you have to go to bed, and what you have to do, you see the clock on the bottom right? At night you have to return home and get your beauty sleep for the next day. This clock will always tick forward, just another added depth to the realism of such a game of the time. And nothing really seen before in a game. I mean, I know 20 years have passed since this game was released, but at the time this is groundbreaking stuff.
Excuse me?
Oh, no. I've been too tired lately. Catch me next time.
And like he just said there, some of the characters sort of like adapt with the clock as well, so...
That day of the incident, did you see some men dressed in black suits?
Black suits? No, I didn't see them.
Well, did you happen to notice anything unusual?
Oh, nothing worth mentioning.
I'm looking for anything at all. Is there anything you remember?
I'm sorry, Ryo. The weather was awful. So
you can
I
see in the
stayed
background the
inside all day.
workmen walking
Did you
home.
ask
It's just
Sumiya-san?
interactive environments
She
like
knows
that.
about everything that occurs
Makes
in
an
this
incredible
neighborhood.
gameplay experience.
Is that so?
So yeah, that's Shen-Mue on the Dreamcast. What a game to end the month with. And it's movie-like storyline and visual aspect, atmosphere, everything. It's just second to none for the console. I'm going to give Shen-Mue on the Dreamcast. I don't think it's very surprising, is it? 10 out of 10 or 100%. Absolutely superb. One of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Goodbye!